fire, 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 fire. Assassin's Creed has a romance scene where Yasuke sleeps with Oda Nobunaga's sister Oichi in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Isn't this very progressive? Historical fiction, by the way. Isn't that cool? Let's watch it together. How bad is it, really? It can't be that bad, right?
Here we are, alone at last. Yet I don't know what to say.
I do. Someone once said it like this. You are a daimyo's daughter, and I am just a samurai.
Not just... Never just...
This voice acting is something else. Okay. Alright, pick the pork in one.
Lady Oichi, I have learned something in my battles. Time is a veil. Tomorrow is an illusion.
And all we have left is here and now.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh, there's a cat. Nice. That cat watched him do it. Strong performance. So she just banged them and dipped? She took care of his shiitake. Bro, stop it! Oh my god, this is so bad. So did they bang? Yes, it's implied. It's implied. Oh my gosh. This is insanely cringe. The dialogue wasn't even good. Cat and cutscene, 10 out of 10. Yeah, they include the cats because it's like, oh my god, if we include kitty cats, they can't possibly get mad, right? Yeah. Clothes stay on during sex. Well, it's implied. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. However, this is so... This is so cringe. Where's the other one? Hold on. There's more to this. There's more cutscenes that came out as people were playing the game, so let's check those out as well before I make like a passing judgment. Madam Savvy says Assassin's Creed Shadow art book leaks features recruitable non-binary character. You'll be able to collect a bunch of misfits, so much which seem to pander to modern day language. She's showing a video here.
Very specifically.
She's showing a character with what does it say? They're trained well, stoicism, blah 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 blah, storyboard, mood board, yeah. And then there is a... They tried to community note me, and I was right. Also, you can romance another guy. See next tweets. You can romance the historical figure Lady Oichi. See next tweets. And now it can have a badly written lady relations befitting of high school fanfiction. Ibuki the Ronin joined the Kakushiba Iki, calling on them to battle your foes in open combat. Ibuki moans! That's so strong, dude. Oh, that's powerful. Okay. Yep. Dude who served under Nobunaga offering his prized armored helmet to Yasuke. One that is given freely. Then let me offer you something in remembrance. Allow me to look into your eyes and see into your heart. None of these cats are suitable for Lady Oichi. She collects cats? Yeah, we just saw this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Look at that cat's face. You know what it kind of reminds me of? A soy chud face. It looks like a soy cat. Beautiful. I've seen better cats in older games, not gonna lie. Yeah, it looks like the soy smug face. This one right here. I don't know how they could possibly make that cat look cooked, look more cooked than they already do. Oh. There is romance in Assassin's Creed, isn't there? Or, like, was it to this extent? I think there was in Valhalla. I don't have a problem with romance scenes. This is just terrible looking to me. In Assassin's Creed Shadows, they can't help but make the female protagonist canonically lesbian and Yasuke the king of interracial romance by having him sleep with Nobunaga's sister. Everything will be slop and gay and you will like it or you'll get sued. I'm gonna be honest, just from a purely aesthetic point of view, this does not look like an embrace. This looks very awkward. Like the arms, the movement. No way! No way! Oh my god. This is so bad. Who hugs someone like that? I just think the animation looks terrible. Yeah. Chat, can I be frank here for a minute? Chat, I watched Shroud yesterday play Assassin's Creed for like 3 hours, just like on and off. At one point, he was like, I haven't done a main story quest in a few hours. I remember that. He said that. You can go back in the VOD and check. He was just off doing Assassin's Creed things. This is what I think. Like, I think a lot of the actual gameplay for Assassin's Creed is good, it's fine. It's Assassin's Creed, sure there's a little jank here and there, but overall it's like par for the course. The gameplay was fine and it did look, at some points it looks fun. It did look fun. It looked like Assassin's Creed, which is why it's fairly popular. Here's my theory though. I think there are devs at Ubisoft that are OGs that know the formula of the gameplay and they know how to make a good and fun Assassin's Creed. But I think the DEI slop activists have taken over the writing side of the game, and this is the problem. When all of this controversy started, it was literally because they inserted Yasuke into the game. And this is the problem. When all of this controversy started, like, it didn't make sense for him to be, like, to be in the game. It was for activism, for good boy points. So Ubisoft is trying to gaslight you and say, look, our game is actually good. The chuds were wrong. No, retard. The point this entire time has been that this slopped up the story to virtue signal, and it's more apparent than ever. Literally nobody's playing Yasuke in the storyline. Shroud played Naoe the entire time. You can go back in the VOD. I'm not even lying, because she's the assassin's character. Yasuke serves no purpose. The reviews for the game that say that Yasuke is boring to play because he's not an assassin in the assassin game. That's the point. Why is he in the game if he's not an assassin? Everybody knows why. You're insulting the intelligence of everyone who's like a customer at this point. And they're telling you otherwise. It's so annoying. I can't believe it. I watched, by the way, I watched Asmund a little bit as well, here and there, just to get, like, a point of view, like, that's not Shroud. And he was just like, this is so, like, the writing is really lame. It's not well written. It's just, like, it feels forced. Baldur's Gate doesn't feel forced. It has cutscenes. If they just made it a fake person, it wouldn't be a big deal. I don't think it's bad to have 2 different playstyles, though. That's fine, but I'm just saying that Assassin's Creed is about being an assassin. It's not about being a lumbering, massive samurai who can't even jump into a pile of hay without making a bunch of noise. I just feel like it kind of defeats the purpose of the Assassin's Creed aspect. The voice acting's horrible. I'll say it. I don't think that the voice actors should get attacked for this because there's obviously some sort of issue with the voice acting director telling them to sound like this. They should have A, either hired people that were better at the job, or B, be better at directing them. It's not their fault if it sucks. Shiitake? Yeah, like the shiitake blew my mind. That scene. Someone said that it was just badly translated Japanese into English, and then they made some voice actor in AI say it, and I'm like, I don't even know at this point anymore. And all of the woke cunt scenes are just the cherry on top. And everybody knew this was coming. We've seen it a mile away for the last 6 months or however long it's been. Now let me clarify, Shadows is not the first game to have gay romance scenes. It's been in previous iterations of the game. That's not why I'm mad. I'm mad because Ubisoft claims it's a historically accurate game and then just goes, yeah, actually Yasuke's gonna dig down Nobunaga's sister, even though he's historically, she's historically remembered as the symbol of an honorable woman in Japanese history, and his other two romances are a dude and a non-binary samurai. A non-binary samurai in feudal Japan! I don't have an issue with non-binary people. I don't have an issue with gay people. But I do have an issue with Ubisoft insulting everyone's intelligence because they want to write a fan fiction in a quote-unquote historically accurate game and then call you a racist and a homophobe and a chud because you call it out. It's really fucking pathetic. It's pathetic, genuinely. Like, it's really pathetic. Token black man who goes around fucking and pillaging is kind of weird. They had issues with the shrine shit too. The actual Japanese government, they said that you are not allowed to have shrines in video games depicted because they're so sacred to them. You can't do that. But they did it anyway. You can, like, destroy them and stuff, and apparently it's pissing them off. That's another thing I'm gonna talk about, but, like, you get my point, though. Like, you do understand that, like, I have nothing against you writing gay stuff. I played Baldur's Gate. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It really is, but it was well written. It was a little bit cringy and it was a little bit funny in a lot of places, but, like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't have to engage with it either. You're not forced to engage with it as well. You have the choice and the option not to, but it's like, it's kind of implied at that point. When you go back into the scene, it's implied before this happens that she's, like, romantically interested in you and you decline her. It's not like you develop feelings with her and, like, you can, I don't know, it's hard to explain at this point, but, like, there's lead up to the moment, man. I don't get the shrine thing either. Do people want non-breakable objects? Maple, you're misunderstanding the difference between people criticizing the fact that there are breakable objects in the game, like the one that we talked about yesterday where the fence literally broke because she jumped over it, and the Japanese government quite literally having a copyright over shrines being depicted in video games. I'm not the Japanese government. I just think that going out of your way to skirt other people's culture like that and them openly saying, like, we're gonna put it in the game anyway, it's insulting to them. And Ubisoft using the permission? Yes, I'm not talking about, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, sure, like, from an objective point of view, I don't care. I'm not Japanese, but at the same time, I can understand why they would be upset. So putting indestructible cathedrals where you can destroy statues and stuff is very disrespectful. Again, I think you're allowed to get mad. I think you're allowed. Especially when you skirt around it. Asmund was not impressed. He was kind of just laughing the whole time when they were doing the dialogue. And that's another thing. They have a fat kid in Assassin's Creed. Like a chubby little peasant Japanese boy in feudal Japan. That was so funny to me. He kept making, like, fat jokes and stuff. While in a war, yes, like they're warring, like food is scarce. So? What the fuck do you mean so? It's... If I have to explain to you how there was no fat people in feudal Japan during a war crisis, like, how, dude, how do you not understand that? Be nice to the boy now, eh? You do not know how much he's lost. Yeah, he's lost everything, but wait, oh my god, when he said that, I was dead. He lost everything except his fridge. They didn't have enough fridges in feudal Japan, chat. Being fat was a sign of wealth? Yes, and that was a peasant boy. That's the funniest part. You couldn't even excuse it as like being a royal prince or something where he's like... Or he's like eating while like, you know, there's wars going on. I could understand that. You could put a spin on it, but it's like a feudal Japan like peasant boy that saved Naue. It's just funny to me. I don't know. Oh yeah, we wanted to talk about Ubisoft. That was something else, man. Olivia Munro, one of our VTuber miladies, got banned. Do you want to know why? Because she streamed her sponsorship early because they made the mistake. Ubisoft said, hey, do you want to stream at this time? And Olivia said, okay, I'm gonna stream at this time. And she did, and then she got banned. Because they fucked up. I was reading through the comments and people found out in her Discord that they said, hey, we misread the time instead of 7 a.m. They thought it said 7 p.m. And then they said, oh, oops, you're streaming too early, and she fucking got banned. She got it lifted like, what, an hour or two ago? But still, she was banned for 3 to 4 hours. Ubisoft and fucking up. Challenge impossible, chat. I can't believe that. That's unacceptable. I'd be so pissed. I wouldn't stream the game after that, by the way. I don't know if Olivia will, but I think that's unacceptable. How do you fuck up that badly? Wouldn't you want to double check in case of like leaks and stuff? Super cringe. She should have. I think she'll be because Ollie's literally too nice. I would absolutely, like, you costed me my income. Like, I'm sorry, Olivia, like, I don't know you. We've never talked, but I don't think it's acceptable for you to take an L on their behalf and be banned, you know? Grums and Alara posted screenshots of her Discord. Yeah, I'm getting to that, don't worry. Yeah, Grums talked about it. Assassin's Creed Shadows by Ubisoft just took down VTuber Olivia Munro with a ban after she streamed the game. The thing is, she was approved by Ubisoft. They are being very twitchy. Unclear if she was too early by a few hours or a day, or if this was a mistake by Ubisoft is only allowing 2 days before launch to stream, tightly controlling the content window. They do this to minimize any negativity and boost sales before consumers can be fully informed. She said in her Discord and said, I got my stream time approved. I was emailed 5 minutes ago saying that it was in breach of embargo even though it was approved, and then boom, bam. Boom, ban, boom, ban. She posted 7 hours ago and said, as a master of stealth who gets caught every 5 seconds, you can find me in Assassin's Creed. Come along for the world's least sneaky assassin. And then they banned her. There's an update. Ubisoft misread her stream time. Seems to me like they should unban her. Boom, bam. Unacceptable. Actually, unacceptable. What's worse is they fuck up 1 A letter AM and 8 PM. Ubisoft's so fucking pathetic. They fucked her. They fucked her. They really did. Alara also posted. I have it here. For context, Ubisoft entirely caused this because they can't tell the difference between AM and PM who runs this company. Ubisoft approved my time because they read it as 7 PM and not 7 AM. So they fucked up. It wasn't an Olivia. So stupid. But to boot, check this out. Someone sent this in and I thought it was really funny. Oh, what is this? I was waiting quietly in the dark, expecting to see some truly horrible voice acting from Assassin's Creed Shadows, but this is beyond unimaginable levels. Lamau. Alright, I'm ready. Chat, are you ready? How bad could it possibly be, chat? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe it's like a 4, maybe it's a 5.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Mushrooms. The smell of dirt, grass, and rain.
Bro, is this a AAA company? Like, I could understand having bad voice acting in like an indie game, because it's kind of endearing. Like, oh, we couldn't afford a voice actor. We got Bob from IT to give it a shot, you know? This can't be real.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Shiitake? Bro, I'm flabbergasted. Chat, like, surely, maybe we're thinking about this too hard. Chat, hold on. What if this character has, like, a head injury or something? Like, maybe they have, like, head trauma? Like, maybe that's the reason. Like, maybe the mushroom, like, a branch fell on her head while she was out mushroom working. Like, yeah, like, she ate some bad mushrooms. Yeah, maybe she had a bad trip and, like, it affected her psyche or something. People are saying they think it's fucking AI. Yeah, they think it sounds like AI because of the delivery. Like the, how do I say it? The pronunciation is very bizarre.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Mushrooms.
Shiitake? 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 Why does she say shiitake? What? Chat, we just watched a video yesterday about how Ubisoft is luring up about suing people in Canada who talk negatively about the game. Is it slander to talk about how bad this voice acting is? She really hit, like, I don't like sand, it's Arizona Beach with Padme Amadilla. I don't know what that means. It's an NPC, why does their voice acting need to be astronomical? It isn't a recurring character. Lots of NPCs have terrible voice acting in games. I think you may be overthinking this. Bro, you are actually unironically coping. What are you smoking? I want the copium that you're smoking right there. This is not like someone who... This isn't someone who even talks in real life. Nobody talks like this in real life. And it's a AAA game. You get paid to do this, no? Like, I don't know what that fucking excuse is. Wouldn't you redirect it then? You give me a mic, I can do better? I think I could do better too. I'm not a voice actor.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning.
Nobody in real life talks like this.
After a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Nobody talks like this in real life. This has got to be an AI, or they have the worst voice actor I've ever seen. She's a voice actor? I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, you're just horrible. How did you get hired over someone else who can probably do a better job? Can you turn alerts on for a second? Sure. Yeah, are you gonna TTS the line and then, like, see how it sounds?
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
No, you put a question mark at the end. It doesn't even... Does she say shiitake question mark? Yeah, she does. Never mind. Brian did a better job in delivering. Brian did a better job at pausing with the commas. Is this... AI can do better! Brian is better Japanese one? Why? Shiitake? Shiitake? Also the writing? What is this writing as well? Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake? Like what is this at the end? This makes no sense in the context. Shiitake? Shiitake? Don't shit talk me. This is terrible. A type of mushroom? You guys are... I know what shiitake is. I'm saying, what the fuck is that at the end of the fucking sentence? Why do you say randomly shiitake? Makes no sense. What? What is shiitake? Shitty-K? Shiitake? As in, do you want one? Bro, nobody talks like that. I've never heard of in my life walking up to a baker and being like, hey, okay, tell me something about your bread, and they're like, blah blah blah, this bread is really nice. White bread? White bread? 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 Not do you want some bread? It's like, bread? Like, that, it doesn't make sense.
As a long-time Assassin's Creed fan, this game hurts. They failed me.
Pumpernickel? Banana bread? Like, who talks like that? Nobody does. The person who wrote this script is terrible. It's so over, man. I don't know what's worse. Thinking that it's AI, or it's someone who wrote this, like, sentence for an NPC, and then thinking that this was good enough to voice act. I genuinely don't know. It kind of sounds like AI translate the script from Japanese to English, and this is the result. Maybe. I don't know Japanese language structure, but maybe. It sounds like an attempt at a haiku. I don't really have an issue with the first sentence. Like, with the first part. It's this, like, the delivery was terrible. I'm purely talking from an English writing perspective. What the fuck? Who says shiitake at the end? Oh my god, what? Just direct translation into fucking English through Google Translate. Oh, Lord. Zero effort. Let me have a look at this too. Madam Savvy made a clip too, or she talked about it. Chat. What is this? Man, she's bigger than I am. She just kind of just destroyed that fence. Red Dead Redemption has better collision physics than this. And this was made in 2018. She barely touches it! No, like, look, she doesn't even touch it when she's rolling over it. She perfectly rolls over it. The character collision, she's over it. She didn't crash into it. Bro, she's like built like a fucking truck then or something. I don't know, man. She's 400 pounds. Her giant cock hit it? Yeah, maybe she does have a giant penis and she just like knocked it over. You need to understand, Alan, the polygons on the fence were very stressed because they were made in Ubisoft. I can't, man. This is not, like, people who are gonna be like, I'm actually Alana, this is like really nitpicking. Shut the hell up. I played through Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 and they have better collision physics than this shit. This is unacceptable. This is a $200 million game. Did they just not play the game? Do they not hire people that don't know how collision physics work? This breaks immersion, genuinely. If you're going to argue and say this is a stealth game, you're gonna have to interact with the wood and its surroundings and like stealth through behind NPCs. What if you're doing a stealth mission and you jump over this fence and then you fail because it makes a bunch of noise? It's not a stealth game? Are you trolling me right now? Are you actually trolling me? You're trolling me saying that Assassin's Creed is not a stealth game. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna not talk. I don't know, man.